Are Moroccan men too traditional or just misunderstood? Let's ask the question people avoid, because the moment you ask it, someone gets offended. Are Moroccan men too traditional, or are they just misunderstood by a modern world that refuses to adapt to them? Because depending on who you ask, Moroccan men are either strong providers, protective partners, family-oriented leaders, or controlling, emotionally unavailable, stuck in the past. Same men, two completely different narratives. So today, we're pulling this conversation into the open. No romance filters, no cultural excuses, no fake outrage. If you're here to defend blindly, this video will upset you. If you're here to attack blindly, this video will also upset you. But if you want the truth in the middle, stay with me. Section 1. What traditional really means in Morocco. First, let's be honest about one thing. Traditional in Morocco does not mean old-fashioned for fun. It means survival, structure, and social order. Moroccan men are raised with very clear expectations. Be the leader, be the provider, be respected. Do not show weakness. From childhood, many boys learn, authority earns respect. Emotion invites judgment. Men carry responsibility, not feelings. So when a Moroccan man acts traditional, he's not trying to dominate. He's performing the role he was trained to survive in. But here's the controversial part. That role doesn't translate well in modern relationships. Section 2. Why Moroccan men struggle with modern dating. Modern dating demands emotional openness, equality in decision-making, constant communication, flexibility in gender roles. But Moroccan men were not raised with these tools. They were raised with authority over discussion, action over emotion, structure over negotiation. So when modern women say, he doesn't communicate, Moroccan men hear, you are failing as a man. And instead of adapting, many shut down. Not because they don't care, but because they don't know how to exist outside the role they were taught. Section 3. Protection or control. The most controversial line. This is where the real arguments begin. Many Moroccan men believe loving a woman means protecting her. Protecting her means setting boundaries. But here's the problem. What one person calls protection, another calls control. Examples? Asking where you're going, disliking certain friendships, expecting modest behavior. To him, it's responsibility. To her, it's restriction. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Moroccan society often rewards this behavior in men. So why would they question it? Section 4. Foreign women versus local women, why the experience is different. Let's talk about the double standard nobody denies. Moroccan men often date foreign women with freedom, local women with rules. Foreign women are seen as temporary, more independent, less tied to reputation. Local women are seen as long-term, family-controlled, community-watched. So when foreign women say, he was so open-minded at first, local women respond, because you weren't his future. That truth makes people uncomfortable, but it explains many broken expectations. Section 5. Emotional silence, weakness, or self-protection? One of the biggest complaints about Moroccan men, he doesn't talk about feelings. This is their possible. It's one of the people enza. But let's ask a harder question. What happens when Moroccan men do express vulnerability? Often, they're mocked. They're dismissed. They're seen as weak, so silence becomes armor. Not because they lack emotions, but because emotions have consequences. And here's the controversial truth. You can't punish emotional expression in men, then complain that they don't open up. Section 6. Family, religion, and the pressure to conform. Moroccan men don't date alone. They date with family expectations, religious boundaries, cultural surveillance. Choosing love over tradition isn't romantic. It's rebellion. And rebellion has costs. Family conflict, social judgment, loss of respect. So when a Moroccan man chooses tradition, it's not always because he wants control. Sometimes it's because the price of freedom is too high. Section 7. Are Moroccan men changing or just pretending to? Here's where things get spicy. Many Moroccan men claim to be modern, but modern often means accepting freedom until commitment, supporting equality until it challenges authority, being open-minded until family gets involved. So the question becomes, are Moroccan men evolving, or are they adapting just enough to date in modern times? And that question divides opinions sharply. Final truth? Too traditional or misunderstood. Here's the uncomfortable conclusion. Moroccan men are not villains, but they are also not innocent victims of misunderstanding. They are men caught between tradition that demands authority, modernity that demands equality. Some adapt, some resist, some break relationships trying. So the real question isn't, are Moroccan men too traditional? It's, can tradition survive in relationships that demand emotional equality? Drop your opinion. Argue respectfully. Disagree loudly. Because next, another African country is under the spotlight, and this conversation is only getting louder.